Last week have been so amazing with great weather and the best news ever. My friend is getting better after his surgery and medical attention. So, welcome back. It looks like I docked in the bush, but I have not. I'm actually on the hard. So I apologize for delay my uploads, but I've been so busy. I was supposed to be on the hard as Kylie's neighbor, but waiting for parts and reschedule for my own Haulout. So between commuting to the hospital with my friend's wife, I also helped Kylie out with lots of things, racing towards her splashing. Previous episode ended with Kylie and me moving her boat Wanderfull to the shipyard for a haul-out.
It's like super weird with like no depth sounder and like no wind instruments, and it's just like, alright, the wind is coming from there, I've got my iPad, which I don't really need, but I have Thomas, who has done this before.
Safely docked her boat for some minor work before being hauled out. No more need for me, so I took off to the hospital with my friend's wife. It's a 1-hour drive and we want to find out how he is doing after his surgery. Last week it was a bit dramatic to see our friend being transported away and to see how much pain he had. Knowing he's getting better and soon will recover was great news to us, even though I was not allowed in to visit him. So while my friend's wife stayed with him, I went shopping for some new tools to my video productions. I've been wanting a new microphone for quite a long time now and decided to do an upgrade you hopefully will notice. This microphone makes it also easier for me to do the voiceover as it's more flexible in terms of position. And of course I'm always in need of more storage for my videos. 5 terabytes only last a few weeks because I save everything I record. And on our way home back to the marina, my friend's wife tells me her husband is getting better and he will be back on board again later this week. Such a great end to this story. During my breakfast I noticed a classic ship so beautiful, and at the first glance I was almost mistaking it for the ship back home, belonging to our royal family. But there is no time for being homesick, as I have promised to help Kylie with a few things at the shipyard. As normal, she have a crazy long to-do list that would blow most people off their feet. At least if you tell them this is her 1-week schedule. But this lady have a black belt in organizing things, and lots of things were already in progress when I arrived. Her rudder was already dropped down for service, and the old underwater lights taken out as they will be upgraded to LED with optional colors. What are you looking for?
So I needed a new bathroom shower rail and shower handle, and I've been looking for like 3 years, and I think it's just because the European fittings versus the US fittings. Anyway, I have success, and they're adjustable. Look, it says adjust, and I can adjust it to the screw holes so I don't need to drill more holes in my shower, and I will have shiny new shower rails.
In general, shower heads for a house are designed for much higher pressure than most boats have. You can still use this, but it will use much more water than the ones designed for motorhomes and yachts.
Yes! Look at this! So good! Which one is that?
That's the fromage.
Mmm! Yum! Picking out on pastries early in the morning.
And I do have some tricks in my sleeves to help Kylie getting her propeller nice and shiny again. It's pretty much progress everywhere you look on her boat, and even the decor striping and the Beneteau logo is stripped off to be replaced with brand new. I'm really happy to see these guys are professionals doing the fiberglass work exactly how it should be done. The fun part is I explained this process to Kylie a few days earlier, just in case I could not be there to see how this important job was done. Again, Martinique stands out as a good place to have things done. Her old lights was through the hull, so it needed to be patched, as the new ones are sitting on the outside with only the cable going through the hull.
Perfect. And then they just prime the bottom paint and it's done. Yeah. And then they drill new underwater lights into it.
These lights are from Lumitec and also delivered and installed by Carib Marine that did my spreader lights. So now I'm getting an underwater light envy here. It's amazing to see what a big difference new striping and logo gives to her boat. Wanderfull looks like it just come out of the Beneteau Shipyard, shining so bright everywhere. On my way home I'm heading over to my friend Terje to ask for some help and to prepare for my Haulout later this week. Walking the dock, I noticed this interesting design I never seen before, so I asked the nice guys at Dream Yacht Charter if I could have a closer look at it and if I could share this video with you guys. It's almost like a hybrid between a catamaran and a monohull, very untraditional cockpit layout. In front of the helm stations is an entrance to the aft cabins on each side, both of them being en-suite cabins with double berths. And further forward, still outside in the cockpit, you find the galley. Below deck, in this kinder egg of a yacht, even 4 more double cabins and toilet as well. So for being a 47 feet, this is pretty impressive, and to me, very interesting way of thinking different in yacht design. It's obviously designed for charter and tropical sailing, but to find 6 double cabins with a sleeping capacity of 12 persons was a big surprise. Back home on board BE FREE, trying to squeeze in some editing. I'm going to meet up with Kylie for a sunset swim at the beach later. And it's so easy to forget to enjoy the luxury of being here, having this beautiful beach and tropical vibe instead of boat work. What are you doing? Which jet skis? Is there no one here?
They just pulled them out.
Really?
There were like 6 of them all like crashing into it, so it moved.
These beautiful people having concert on the beach have become my soundtrack of Martinique. It's difficult to describe, but the vibe they create in combination with this beautiful scenery is just magical. And every time I find myself out here enjoying the sunset, I always end up questioning myself why I don't do this more. Time to wrap our things together and go home before it gets dark, and also to avoid the mosquitoes. Next morning I was back at the shipyard assisting Kylie with her last minute things before splashing. It's nothing but impressive, all the things done here in just 1 week. And now her rig will come back as well after being fully refitted by our friends here at Carib. I will share more on this in next episode, and of course the projects and progress on BE FREE as well. Hey. So nice to be in the shipyard and be invited for dinner.
Yeah, it's really tough cooking on your boat in the shipyard when it's hot and there's mosquitoes. And, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This morning I started very early to make sure I would be on time for my Haulout. The shipyard here is so busy you don't want to come late, as you might end up waiting for weeks until next possible appointment. So I made sure to be ahead of schedule, and so was my friends, waiting to take my lines, making it so easy to be a solo sailor. And so cool to have Kylie on shore recording this video, as this angle normally is difficult to arrange alone.
Morning. från Bornholm.
Good morning. Nicely done.
Good morning.
Jag har sett den på oss med en gång.
Ja.
Det var bara en liten på den. Du kan inte så som där stoppar så kriga av med en gång.
Nicely done.
A beautiful morning and friends waiting and ready to take the lines. What more could I possibly ask for? And now I need to deliver my registration and insurance papers before they accept to haul BE FREE out of the water.
What are you doing, Thomas?
I'm filling in documents for this shipyard so I can get my boat out.
Hey, you've got a new hat.
Yeah.
Important things here.
Everything is okay with my papers, so finally BE FREE will come out for some needed TLC. Last time BE FREE was out of the water was in Panama, preparing for the canal crossing and the Pacific. It's almost surreal how long time ago I was there, ready to cross the Pacific, but cancelled because of the pandemic. When you can't reach it, find a guy that's more than 2 meters.
It's not bad.
I have a crowd of people. Skål för fem. Ja, vi får ta på nytt igen. Skål för fem.
Skål för fan. Skål, skål.
Är norsk dugnadsånd. First evening at the shipyard.
So anyway.
Yeah, I guess it's not much more to say then. Thank you so much for watching. All the best. Stay safe. Take care. Cheers.
Singing my